the team was off yesterday, wrap up the season over the weekend. Murph gave him the day off Monday, but now today, gearing things up, getting ready for game one this Saturday. And that's part of the perks of clinching the number one seed. Not only do you get home field advantage, but you kind of have these few days to kind of rest a little bit, get better physically, but then also get ready mentally. I did like, before we got to talk to Murphy, before he addressed the media, I've never met him in person before.
Yeah.
I'm newer to the area. So he goes around because, there are guys that follow the team every game throughout the year. I had to introduce myself to Murph, so I enjoyed that. I said, Neil Doyle, WTMJ. He said, well, nice to meet you. So,
that's fun.
So that was good. But he kind of alluded to that. That's kind of the goal today with the team coming back. They're calling it a workout. It's really a practice, ramping things up today and really the next few days. But he did say, these practices and workouts, while they're good to prepare, it can't really mirror a playoff game.
Competitive, it's still not going to mirror a real game. You can pipe in the music, you can bring fans in. It's not a real game.
So they're taking live batting practice. So some of their pitchers are going to throw against some of their hitters today. They're doing some other fielding drills and just things that kind of, again, stay sharp, kind of get ready for the playoffs. But also Murph not kind of shying away as well. And I mean, he's said this throughout the year. There's a lot of people who have doubted this team. A lot of people did not expect the Brewers to be the number one seed in the NL. And he said that's really not going to go away as we get into the postseason.
The same thing goes into postseason. We're in a similar spot. There's nobody on television saying, hey, the Brewers are the odds-on favorite. Matter of fact, I saw that we're not even like the top five. You know what I mean? Perfect. Can't win without homers. Like the team with the number of homers, are they playing in the postseason? I don't know. I don't even follow that.
Now, got to talk to a few of the players in the clubhouse. Yeah, and again, I mean, nobody's picking the Brewers, and he said that's great. I mean, that's kind of been our mantra all year long.
Under the radar.
Yep, we're just going to do what we do, go out and hopefully win baseball games. Home field advantage, obviously huge, getting to play the first two games of any series. Hopefully that's, the NLDS, World Series, whatever it might be. Isaac Collins kind of talking about that as well, kind of the advantage of getting to play at home.
Huge. I mean, especially like first two games each series to play at home, get on the right track, get ahead early. That's really important. Leading the league in wins and getting that number one seed is huge. And, we deserve this bye and deserve the home field advantage.
Now, obviously, we mentioned they're going to play the winner of the Padres-Cubs, so how much attention is being paid to that? A lot of the guys kind of saying, we don't care who we play, but, they'll keep an eye on it. The Cubs game, it was on as, the players were getting ready for practice today. It was on in the clubhouse. Guys were watching. They actually put it up on one of the big screens as they came out.
Yeah.
So
and the Cubs are up right now, by the way.
Now, one guy who maybe is paying a little more attention, pitcher Quinn Priester. Of course, he grew up kind of on the north side of Chicago. He is a big Cubs fan. Here's what he had to say.
What's your favorite postseason memory, just watching as a kid or as a fan?
I grew up north side of Chicago, so it has to be like the 2016 World Series. My mom and I went to Game 5. We were sitting up against like the chain link fence, and so that environment between Cleveland and Chicago was incredible one, there's no doubt. And so I think it might be the only postseason game I've been to, honestly. But so that's probably the one memory and how intense that was. I mean, Chris Bryant hit a homer and I thought the stadium was going to collapse. So hopefully we can get that same feeling here and just keep it going.
What a great memory.
Yeah, so I mean, he went to one of those World Series games, so he said it would be a little surreal if they got to play against the Cubs in the NLDS. But again, a lot of the players reiterating they're going to prepare what they need to do this week. Whoever they face, and of course, they'll get ready once they know, which will be a couple of days from now, who they'll play in that game one on Saturday. But it was interesting too. A lot of the guys saying, throughout the year we don't really get to watch a lot of these games.
Right.
Sure, there's preparation, there's game planning that goes in, but it's a busy 162 game season. You're not sitting down watching a full 9-inning game. So some of them might try to do that a little bit to kind of see how teams are kind of doing, in particular the Padres and Cubs. So there's a lot of excitement over there. I think it's just, again, kind of getting prepared for Saturday, making sure you stay amped up and ready to go. Now, I've heard some people saying, do we want to play the Padres? Do we want to play the Cubs? Do either of you have a preference as to who they would play?
Bring on the Cubs.
I would like the Cubs too.
Let's take down the Cubs.
Come on. We want the Cubs.
Let's
take
go.
them down.
Bring on the Cubs.
The fans are kind of annoying, though.
Yeah, they are, but that's going to make
So
it even sweeter
irritating.
when we win.
It would
True.
Yeah. WTMJ's Neil Doyle. Fun day at the ballpark.
Yeah.
Thanks, Neil.
Thanks, guys.